here I want to show you, this is on one of the Remington Model 12. We're having issues with this pump 22, and it was extremely hard to pump the action. And I went through it, checked the retainer, checked all these different things that it could have, should have been, and none of that stuff was solving the problem. Well, I got to looking a little bit closer at the carrier, and I want to show you here on this carrier what I ran into. If you see, you can see right down here, see the marks there? What that actually is, you've got your, let me grab it here real quick. Your shell or cartridge retainer rides right in there. That's where it rides. And you can see it's got spring tension that goes against the barrel. Well, what the deal was the old cartridge retainer, which is the initial problem with this gun, was this cartridge retainer. This thing had been used so much and had been racked so many times that it has thin-walled the top of the carrier there, where it rode. And I drilled it out from down the axis there, because what was happening was, where this had thin-walled, it was able to push the metal down into there, and it was actually, it was catching on stuff inside of there. And so I tried to drill it out a little bit and hone it out some, but I just wasn't able to do enough to make it a viable part. It was going to make this too thin. There was no way it was going to last. So what we did was we went and I got another carrier. Now this carrier here, while it may look all nice and shiny, it actually, as far as just looking at it, looked worse than this one all over. It was, you know, it'd just been without any oil on it for a while. It wasn't all rusty, but it just didn't look great. But the important thing is that this area here was thick. The threads were good. All the holes are in good shape. Nothing was rounded out or oblong. Threads are good here. It was a good part. And so what I did was I blasted it, and that got rid of a lot of the surface imperfections. And then this was a cold blue that I went back over it with. And this cold blue, it was the Formula 4440 or 4044. Hell, yeah, it was the Formula 4440 instant gun blue. You can pick one of these up for about 10 bucks, and it's not real good. You wouldn't want to do a whole gun with it, but for touch up and small parts, it's great. So anyways, that's what that looks like after that. And here's one of the dogs. And so now I'm going to put it back in there, but I just wanted to show you guys, if any of you guys have this gun and it's just extremely hard to rack, check that. Look and see if the top of that carrier is worn out pushing through. If it is, you need a new carrier. If you need a new carrier, you need any parts, you need any work done on one of these guns, or you've dug yourself a hole trying to work on one of these guns and can't get out of it, drop me an email and I'll help you. Thanks.